Alrighty, y'all. Today I got myself some BK. I'm gonna be trying out one of their new menu items. It has kind of an interesting origin story. This item in question is called the cheese chicken mayo burger, chicken sandwich. But yeah, basically what happened was, you know, the classic original chicken sandwich from BK, that long oval one on the roll. Call me a psychopathic maniac, I actually like that a lot, but it is not on the menu anymore. And I was digging into a little bit why, and apparently this is kind of through the grapevine, but all right, it's kind of a long story. So a while ago, there was this big trend over here in Korea to put cheese on that sandwich. So you would add it, you go to the restaurant, you would ask for extra, put some cheese on there, and they would do it. It became this big trend over here, but then very recently, the bread supplier, the roll supplier over here, they had some fishy business going on, some issues. So it seemed to be a little bit sketchy. Anyway, that product was completely removed, but instead, in response, they came out with basically the same thing on a round bun, but they added the cheese to it because they listened to the peeps who were, you know, going crazy about putting the cheese on this chicken sandwich. Hopefully that made sense. But that's what I'm trying today. I got a couple of them right here. I also got a couple other little goodies here, little snacks. Keeping it pretty light today because, well, the other day someone said I was getting skinny fat and I couldn't even deny it. So I'm like, yeah, I should probably do something about that. Anyway, I paid $13 for everything you see here, including a Diet Coke. I'll get into these goodies later, but first, let's take a look at this. Okay, all right. Looking pretty standard so far. We got lettuce, mayo on top, more mayo, a slice of what appears to be American cheese, and on the bottom, even more mayo, which looks a little bit coagulated at this point, but I don't know. Something about this, the original sandwich though, the elongated, amua looking type, classic original chicken sandwich, had this like umami flavor that I really actually enjoyed. So I'm hoping that the flavors stay the same, except with the actual extra addition of the cheese. Only one way to find out. Let's get into it. Yep. I absolutely love this thing. I don't know why. It is the same flavor. It's the same texture, that chicken. There's almost like this weirdly, god dang it, focus. Come on. Come on now. Seem like these goddamn Panasonic cameras, dude. There we go. The chicken almost seems, you know, maybe this is a chicken burger because that might be minced chicken parts. I don't want to know the parts. So yeah, I guess this could be classified as a chicken burger, I suppose, or since it is kind of more like a chicken patty instead of just like a piece of like chicken breast. But I don't mind it. I like the texture. It's crispy. It's juicy inside. And then they use so much mayo, and I like the flavor of the mayo. I've always liked the flavor of BK's mayo. Something about it just gives me like umami, kind of almost like a nutty vibe to it, which might sound insane. That sounds pretty crazy. But the addition of the cheese, I'm liking a lot. I like this a lot, mighty fine to me. It has all the original kind of flavors and textures except with the cheese, and it's obviously a different form factor. But I like the bun. And pretty affordable too. In my opinion, I would go for this over a McChicken any day of the week. The McChickens over here in Korea are pretty garb from McDonald's. I know there's probably much better quality chicken sandwiches that you can get. And you know, if you go to Shake Shack, if you go to Chick-fil-A, stuff like that. But if you've never had this, I'd recommend it. If you are down to eat something that isn't the top quality, you know, it's tasty. You definitely have to like mayo though. They put a lot of mayo. Really good stuff. Now, let me show you what else I got. Got some onion rings. Looking pretty. They actually upgraded these. I've probably had these on the channel before, I don't know, but they used to be those fake ones, now they're actual ones. Like those a lot. And then I also got this big old mozzarella stick. I wonder if I can get a cheese pull on this actually. Let me try. Oh. All right. Definitively better than the one I got from McDonald's in my last video. Crispier and it's longer. It's cool. Kind of similar, I guess. I'm lucky I got that one cheese pull. But yeah, dude, somebody said I'm getting skinny fat. But it's been something I've been thinking about in the mirror, or whenever I look in the mirror. I'll tell you why. I'll be honest, I've been super lazy with pumping that iron lately. No joke, I think I've touched weights twice in the last month, which I'm starting to feel really some type of way about. I've always hated working out. Actually, I need your help. For those of you who hate it but still find a way to do it, how? Because it's so repetitive and difficult. And I just find myself getting so bored and just exhausted every time I do it. And I'm like, yeah, this is probably good for me, but I just am having a really bad time. You know, the thing is, when I get motivated, it's easy. But the thing is, like, I'm not always motivated. I rarely am. So it's more about the discipline factor, I guess. But where do you get that discipline from? Because I don't really care. I'm not like obese. I might have other health problems, and I don't really care about having huge muscles. If I could like take a pill or have a genie in a bottle, I would probably wish for them, but I don't care that much. And yeah, just so, like, literally, it's so repetitive. Reps. You're just doing reps and then more reps and then sets and sets of these reps. And I'm like, come on, man. I'm like doing this. I feel like some kind of, like a robot. But a robot that has a brain that is thinking like, damn, this really sucks every time. Because you got to go to, like, the way that I have been going about it is going to or close to failure, and that's tough, man. Going to failure every single time, like, or for every single set of sets at the end is tough, man, because you're like pushing to your limit every single day. It's just not my cup of tea, but I want to figure out some kind of trick. I want to trick my brain somehow to give myself some kind of discipline. So if any of you guys have tips, let me know. Also, if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm going to be asking you for another thing to comment in the comment section below. Well, might as well just say it now. Basically, my point is, I really respect when a big corporation, whatever, company, restaurant, fast food chain, like Burger King, will listen to the people. They'll catch on to a social media trend, and they'll be like, hey, we got you. What does it say? The meme? Like, say less. They said say less. Yeah, I'm not really tuned into the memes, I'm sorry. But I think that's really cool. So I'm gonna say less. I want you guys to write your comments of what you want to see me eat in the next video. And the highest liked comment, I will eat that for the next video. Unless it's completely outrageous or something I can't get. Like, I'm not gonna eat something that's inedible. Like, you know, just let your imagination go wild on that. But as long as I can get it, I will get it. And I'll try it, and I'll do a video on it for my next video. And if the top, highest like comment isn't, something that's actually viable, then I'll just go down the line. Next highest one, I'll do that. And hopefully, the first most liked one will be something reasonable. Man, I really enjoyed that. I will definitely be getting that again on my own time. But for now, I'm skating out of here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.